Hey, it's Dave Asprey, the Bulletproof executive. Apparently, I'm the most famous biohacker in the world, according to a recent magazine article. And what I want to talk with you about today is about hacking your holiday and taking what can be a season that isn't so good for you and making it good for you. The holidays are a source of stress for huge numbers of people because you get weird family interactions. You get this pressure to find gifts of the right gift for people, or do you give a gift certificate and is it right? And it becomes really a consumerist kind of thing. And there's nothing wrong with gift giving. In fact, it can be good for you if you do it right. So let me tell you how to do it right so you can be in the right space. And when you do that, it's easier for you to be in a state of flow and just to feel good during the holidays rather than just being stressed and tired and kind of harried and dealing with the financial pressures of the holidays as well. So I'm going to talk about my kids because that's where this really starts. Every night when I tuck my kids in, I ask them a series of questions. And we've been doing this for years, and I've evolved this kind of to a fine art. But one of the things that I ask them is, tell me one kind thing you did for another person, one act of service. How did you help today? And then they look through their days, and they're just 6 or 8 years old. They look through their day in their mind to the extent they can even remember what they did. And they find something. I brought a watering can to my friend in the sandbox when he needed mud, whatever it was. But that does something to your biology that puts you from the I'm protecting what's mine to I'm helping the people around me, which is a really good thing. And you can see I'm giving a gift to someone and I'm doing it for myself out of ego, or I'm giving a gift to someone as an act of service because I think they'll really want it. If you feel like it's an obligation, then it's an obligation. But if you can say, even if it is an obligation, you're going to meet it in the way that's best for the person. And if you have that spirit when you give a gift, even if it's a little gift, put a nice card on it. Do a little thing like that, and then remind yourself that you're doing this as an act of service, not to prove that you're worthy, to prove that you're good or bad. And if the person's rude when they receive your gift, there's something wrong with the person anyway. It's a holiday, it's gift giving. It's not that big of a deal. So first thing to do, every night, remind yourself one kind thing you did that day, one act of service. And it's amazing how that changes, because then throughout the day, you realize that many of the things you do that either could be a burden or could be an act of helping, you get to pick which one that is, and being an act of helping is really cool. So even if it's an obligatory gift, make it a good one. When you do that, it turns into an act of service, and that's good for your heart. The second thing that I have the kids do every night is I have them list 3 things they're grateful for. And this has been going on for many years now, since they're old enough to really think about this and to understand what grateful really means. And the reason for this is it's not really possible for you to go to sleep in a state of fight or flight when you've just spent a few minutes thinking about the top 3 things in your day that you're most grateful for, because you're probably going to come up with a list of 10 things you're grateful for. But what does this have to do with the holidays? Well, if you can foster a spirit of gratitude when you get the gift you wanted or the gift you didn't want, and basically saying, this is an amazing world. Finding the best thing in the day, even if your mother-in-law is yelling at you, even if the pie burned in the oven or whatever other holiday, quote, disasters happened, it's still pretty amazing. So all you have to do is reprogram yourself from, the holidays, this isn't good, into a state that's a little bit more around, I got to give a gift to someone who's probably going to like it, or maybe they'll throw it away, but I still got to do it. So it's about shifting things from an obligation or from a proving perspective into a helping perspective and into a grateful perspective. And all it really takes to do that is this nightly habit. Do it. You can write it down if you want, or you can just do it in your head. You can do it at the dinner table. I know some families who do that as well. But how did I help today? And what are the 3 things I'm most grateful for? If you do that, it'll change the nature of your holiday. And when you give a gift or when you receive a gift, you can experience the act of service and you can experience the state of gratitude. And those are 2 states that make the holidays completely kick ass.